Arsenal are one step closer to Wembley to play in the Carabao Cup final. And yes, it is a final that Arsenal have another chance to win a trophy in. But that was such an entertaining game. 3-2 against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and it was so much fun, in my opinion. As a neutral, I was watching that game and I was really, really entertained. But we have to talk about certain things that happened in this game. Let's talk about Sanchez. Let's talk about Garnacho. Let's talk about Liam Rosenior. It's his first proper real game. Also, like Arsenal in general, how good have they been? But let's start. Let's just start with Robert Sanchez. I'm just going to say that Sanchez is a very good goalkeeper on his day. Sanchez has the capabilities to make fantastic saves. He's actually a really good shot stopper. But the simple truth is, there are so many chances. There's so many things that he does, and you now start to question how bad things can be. Now, I always use this analogy to talk about different people to different people about certain things. Imagine having a white shirt and then you get a stain here. Throughout your whole day, you're trying to look at how to cover this stain because it's something that's there. But like the rest of your shirt is clean, but that stain is always going to be there and it's always going to be at the back of your mind. Now, Sanchez could make 10 good saves in a game and he's just going to let in one howler. And today, he let in two. I mean, moments of like lapses in concentration, and you can just see that this guy sometimes he's just not doing enough. And the thing now is like when you compare him to a goalkeeper like Raya is going to make mistakes once in a while, but that is once in a long while. Like maybe Raya makes two mistakes all season, Allison makes like three mistakes all season, Donnarumma will probably make one or two mistakes all season. Now we've just seen Sanchez make two mistakes in one game. Sometimes he makes like one or two in different games. He may have 5 games straight without any mistake and then make one terrible mistake which will cost Chelsea. And I just think down the line, like how long do you have to wait before you make a change? Because this guy has been the goalkeeper for such a long period of time, and I think to myself like, do you guys not have better options? Or are you not thinking about getting better options? Because ultimately, this guy can make mistakes and cost you at certain times. Now, imagine this was the Carabao Cup final. He would have cost us, cost Chelsea the whole title. But they still have a second leg ahead of them. But I've just got to say, like, especially the second goal. The first goal, like, you know how Arsenal will be in terms of corners. They're going to try and make you have as little say in trying to get the ball. And they're fantastic on corners. So I think this is something that teams should prepare better for. But, you know, sometimes if you're that good, there's nothing you can do about it. But I do think that Chelsea did not have a very good game plan for how to stop the corners. Because this was literally in the 7th minute. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Like, that is still forgivable. But the second one is absolutely unacceptable because there's no reason why a cross is coming in and it's going under your hands and going straight to Gyokeres. Now, Gyokeres, good goal for him. I mean, maybe that gets him back into confidence and everything. But altogether, I just have to say that Sanchez, man, it's either you're getting better or I think Chelsea need to not get rid of him, but they need to get a goalkeeper that's more assured. Because down the line, you want to win titles. And this could literally have cost them this title. Because now that's 2 goals from 3 that came from mistakes. And Chelsea scored 2, so this could have been a very different game. I'm not trying to say that Arsenal would not have won, because every goal changes a game. But ultimately, I just think that this is not good enough, and they need a more assured keeper. So that's that about Sanchez. But let's talk about Garnacho. Garnacho came on in the second half, and he scored 2 goals. And you just have to say that maybe this could also spark his confidence as well. There's something that goals do for strikers and attackers in general. This guy came on and he scored 2 goals. The first one and the second one, they looked a bit similar to me, or I think there were elements of the same thing. You can also say that for Arsenal, like those were some lapses in concentration, but a goal is a goal. And he came on and scored 2. So I think he did his job. He's confident. Maybe he's now in the good books of Liam Rosenior now, because Neto plays, but how good is Neto? I think a lot of Chelsea fans complain about Neto. I think Neto is good on his day, but a lot of Chelsea fans complain about Neto. So the fact that Garnacho came on and scored 2 goals, and there are many people who don't like Garnacho, right? A lot of people don't like his attitude. A lot of people think he's not as good as he thinks he is. But I think Garnacho has a high ceiling if he can be consistent, if he can have the right attitude. I think there's a player there. But the fact that Man United were not even reluctant to let him go, it shows that there's something else that maybe we're not seeing all the time. Maybe it's his attitude, maybe it's his behavior. But altogether, there are even some things I think he does, like on social media. I think some of these things are a bit childish. Like, grow up, man. Grow up. Like, bro, I understand you're young, but there's some things you just don't do. Altogether, these were two good goals, two volleys as well. So there's that confidence that it could give to him, and they could take it to the next game and see if that could help them altogether. But I think without these Garnacho goals, this tie would have been over. It could have been 2 or 3 nil, and they're going all the way back to the Emirates. Like Emirates right now this season has been a very difficult place to get points. Like Arsenal will most likely score in most games at the Emirates, and they will keep a very, very, very strong defense and probably restrict you from scoring a lot of goals. So you have to say that this is going to be a very, very difficult task for Chelsea. It's going to be a very difficult mountain to climb for them. Can they do it? I don't think they can. But if they cannot, you have to say that this is an Arsenal team that is currently, they have one step in a final, and they're 6 points clear in the Premier League. They're top of the Champions League. They're still in the FA Cup, right? Are they still in the FA Cup? I think they are. But the point is, they are in the FA Cup. So the point is, they could literally win 4 different trophies in this season. Now, I know that Arsenal fans will probably not even mind just one, and that one being the Premier League, because they waited for 24 years for that. So, no, 22 years for that. Yeah. So they wouldn't mind that at all. I'll take that if I was an Arsenal fan. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't want them to win it, but you have to be fair. If somebody's doing well, if somebody's getting the results they need to get, then if they have to get the title, they have to get the title. But let's just talk about Arsenal in general in this game. I still think I think they were the better team in this whole game. I think they showed their class. They showed why they're on top of the league. They showed why they're on top of the Champions League. They showed why they are the best team, one of the best teams in Europe in this whole season. Ultimately, I think they're arguably, they could be the best team. I don't want to say it because I don't want to give them that much credit, but you have to be real. They're probably the best team in Europe this season. They're fantastic. They are playing so well, and I think there's a player who people are not taking so much attention to. Rice is amazing on his day. There's so many different players, but Zubimendi, my goodness, that guy is a good player. He is a fantastic player, and his goal yesterday just shows you everything you need to know about this team. Now, you could argue that yes, Chelsea were not at their strongest. No Caicedo, no Rice, no Palmer, but you still have to win games regardless. You face who's in front of you. If you give me a team that's depleted, I will still play against them. If you give me your strongest team, I have to play against them. But the point is, you have to win games, and Arsenal are doing it right. Zubimendi, what a player. I think one good thing about Arsenal this season is that they generally have a very good squad. Like, they have a squad that could play today, and the next squad is probably not as good as the first 11, but they are still good enough to get you a result. So you have to say that I'm really happy with the way Arsenal have created a squad, and they're gradually building a team that can win trophies. If you look at it again, yes, Arsenal, they've not been winning trophies for the past 5-6 seasons, but this is their biggest chance. They could even win 2 or 3. So I think Arsenal have built something. Are Chelsea building that as well? If they give Rosenior enough time, I think they could be building something. I think he's a decent manager. Yes, he doesn't have too much that's in his bank in terms of like in terms of proving himself. Like, he hasn't managed a big team before, but sometimes you just need to actually end up managing the big team and showing what you're good at. So altogether, I think it was a good game, enjoyable. Can't wait to watch the Premier League this weekend. Can't wait to see what happens in the next 2 legs for the Carabao Cup, in terms of City playing against Newcastle at the Etihad and Arsenal playing against Chelsea at the Emirates. Should be a good game. But what do you guys think about the game? How entertaining was it to you? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like the video, share with a friend, subscribe. It does a lot for the channel. I'm still trying to build it. And thank you so much for the 83 subscribers I have right now. Like, it's been less than 2 months and I have 83 subscribers, so I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for everything, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.